Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Jaguars and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this...
Big crowd on hand. They love American football. These games grow every year. The English crowd is ready, and off we go from Wembley. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go.
And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Foye Oluokun with the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's going to keep it himself. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Herbert. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. He'll try and run for it with Herbert. And he's brought down at the 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Once again, it's Herbert. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the first down, so it's going to be first and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6. Here's Herbert. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. One more time with Herbert. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll run, and it's Herbert. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Khalil Herbert, touchdown Chicago. It's his third touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
We are set for football in the NFL International Series. Great to be back in England. And off we go from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Jacksonville comes out with the former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executes.
No chance at all. He'll go down. And the player that is down is Trevor Lawrence. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. From the gun, it's Jones. He's got that to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Now, Jones. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on second and 2. Now Jones on the bootleg. And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They get 25 on that connection. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Jones. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. That is a gain of 20, and what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Shotgun now for Jones. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Jaguars come right back to tie it at 7. Big crowd on hand. They love American football. These games grow every year. The English crowd is ready, and off we go from Wembley. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pass is caught. It's Tyler Scott. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Throwing on second. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, 4th-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. It's a designed run with Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Davis going in motion. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Throwing now is Jones. The second down throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. Third down coming up. Jones to the air again. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a run up the middle with Herbert. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from the International Series in London after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is the connection that Bears fans have been dreaming about since these two guys were drafted in this previous spring's draft. I mean, they think they have one of the more formidable young quarterback wide receiver duos in the entire league. Williams, first overall pick. Odunze, number 9. The future looks bright in Chicago.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Herbert. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Here's Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. This throw left side, taken in by Kirk. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And There wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
To throw is Jones. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Bigsby. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time with Bigsby, and nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Jaguars will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Bears offense and Khalil Herbert headed back onto the field. The next drive about to start as we take a look ahead to what's coming up the next couple of nights. Starting tonight, Sunday Night Football, it's the Bengals and Giants at MetLife Stadium, 8:20 Eastern Time. Followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. Quick turnaround for the stadium crew. The Bills and the Jets also at MetLife. Kickoff there, 8:15 from Jersey. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. On the move past the 40. And he is going to be out of bounds. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Running from the pistol, it's Herbert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll go right back to Komet. He's got it again.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will level the score at 10 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. He's going to air this out for Davis. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, this is Herbert. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. A play fake. Now Williams. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this is caught! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
We are set for football in the NFL International Series. Great to be back in England, and off we go from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A design run here with Jones. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw is Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Returnable from the 17. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He's going to tuck it and go. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Halftime now at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and the NFL International Series. As we send you back across the Atlantic. Early wake-up call for Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Top of the morning, Coach.
It was a solid first half for running back Khalil Herbert. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Duvernay on the return. Oh, yeah. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he's had a strong start to this season, right there in the mix with the NFL leaders in rushing. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bigsby. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Jones now on 1st down. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Big crowd on hand. They love American football. These games grow every year. The English crowd is ready, and off we go from Wembley. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, Herbert. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Josh Hines-Allen there on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Pass pulled in by Herbert. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jaguars offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. He'll push ahead to the 21. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Carry here for Herbert. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Here's a run out of the gun, and it's Herbert. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. Here's Herbert. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Come a little closer. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears move out in front, 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Jags offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They put Strange in motion. A run up the middle with Bigsby. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10. Jones. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This team's offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Herbert to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Herbert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Herbert. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a 1st down.
Allen comes down with the big 1st down catch, and while he might be wearing a different uniform this year, it's clear for this Bears offense, they need him to be the same reliable weapon that he's always been. Be that safety blanket for the young rookie Caleb Williams, and so far he's done just that.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll get this out to his running back. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the goal line and in. Tyler Scott, touchdown Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead. We are set for football in the NFL International Series. Great to be back in England. And off we go from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Davis heading in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Bigsby. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Stidham going to throw on 1st down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run right here with Bigsby. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
3rd down, they go with Bigsby. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll stay on the ground with Herbert. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Herbert. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's Williams now to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll run with Herbert. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. take him down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Big crowd on hand. They love American football. These games grow every year. The English crowd is ready, and off we go from Wembley. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. On 2nd down, here's Jones. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And they will finally run him down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jones to the air again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
They'll run the draw with Bigsby.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. On the out, connecting with Allen.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Here's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
The Bears send out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So now this team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Again, it's Jones. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. First down throw there is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Here we go. One final play. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bears. And it will be a long but happy flight home as they earn the victory here in London. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from London.